Hey guys, this is Kevin Poppy with Dynamic Sports Training, and this is Kevin Cody with the Miami Marlins. We're going to talk about the hip series we do during the course of our exercise. The first and most basic hip series we'll do is the sideline hip series, so in which the athlete will be on his side, making sure his body's in a straight line, ankle, knee, hip, shoulders. He's laying all the way down on his side. Go ahead and lay all the way down. And all we're going to do is try to keep this leg perfectly straight, slightly internally rotate the leg, and he's going to lift straight out to the side. Okay, so here we're working our abduction strength and targeting most of our glute medius here. So go ahead and lift again. What you should do is a set of 10 in 3 different positions, and this is the first of those positions. The second of which will bring his leg forward at an angle of probably 35 to 40 degrees. And he's going to do the same thing, lifting up. The important thing is trying to keep that toe internally rotated as he does it. And that's the second position. The third position, he'll bring it back into extension, keeping the toe pointed down, but also keeping the toe pulled up to his shin. He's going to lift from there. And like I said, we'll usually do sets of 10 in each of these positions. And this is a real basic hip series for hip stability and honestly knee stability, ankle stability, but abduction strength so our knees don't cave in when we do exercises. When they've mastered this and this gets pretty easy, which takes a while, we'll move them to a standing hip series. So Kevin's going to stand up real quick. I'll show you 3 positions of our standing hip series as well. So in the standing hip series, the first position is going to be flexion, hip flexion. He's going to bring his knee up, extend while holding the knee as high as he can, bring it back in and down. Okay, not only is this working on hip mobility and strength of the hip flexors, but it's also a little active stretch on the hamstring as well. The second of which, if you'll turn this way, it's going to be abduction. So he's going to bring his knee up into flexion. He's going to tip to the side and extend the leg out to the side. And he's going to bring it back in. Now this is working both hips. This is going to be stability on this hip, and it's going to be abduction on that hip while still getting that active stretch a little bit on the hamstring. We're trying to keep the hands close to the body so they're not flying out and bouncing out for us. We're using our core to balance and our hips to balance. The third of which, you're going to turn to the side, is extension. So what he's going to do is he's going to tip himself forward with his knee bent, and he's going to extend his leg back. Once again, getting an active stretch on the hamstring while getting some mobility into flexion and stability in that flexion. We're also trying to keep our back flat, which is giving us a little core stability. One big thing we don't want to see is when an athlete goes forward, go ahead, is a lot of times they tend to rotate. We want to make sure they're staying square to the ground as they're doing this. And those are our 2 3 position hip series.